Yes, people. Yes, people. We're back in here. Quick turnaround. Second stream for tonight. This time it is Burkina Faso versus Tunisia. Kickoff is in around about 9 minutes time. Hey, it should be another good game tonight. Should be a lot more competitive than the one we just watched earlier between Cameroon and Gambia, with Cameroon going through and advancing to the semi-finals. But before we break anything down, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that notification bell, share this out on your socials with all your friends, your family, your whole network out there. And let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. So, Burkina Faso are taking on Tunisia in about 9 minutes' time. Should be a very interesting game. Obviously, Tunisia getting that shock result against Nigeria in the last 16 to get into this quarterfinal stage with that 1-0 win over Nigeria. Mistake from Okoye in goal for Nigeria. It will be getting sent off literally just after coming on, really ruined the game for them. Burkina Faso coming through on a penalty shootout, 7-6 against Gabon. Took the lead early on in the game, about 30 minutes in. Bertrand Traore, captain on the day, getting that goal for them. But then late in that game, the captain for Gabon, I forget his name, sorry people, but he scored that equalizer from the header and into the net for Gabon, took it into extra time and then into penalties, which they lost to Burkina Faso 7-6. So let's get into the lineups. I'm gonna share my screen right now so you guys can have a look at the lineups for this game. Let me just do one thing here. All right. Let me share now. And the lineups for Burkina Faso is Kofi in goal, Issa Kabore, Steve Yago, Blati Toure, Sumaya, Ouattara, Edmund Tapsoba, Gustavo Sangare, Adama Guerra, Jubil Ouattara, Cyril Bayala, and Dango Ouattara. And then for the Tunisian side is Ben Said, Draguer, Hadidi, Shakiri, Ifa, Braun, Ben Slimani, Laiduani, Jaziri, Sakani, and Wabi Kazri is back for the Tunisians. They had an issue with COVID. About 12 people were out. It looks as if most of their team is back now and recovered. So that's good for them going into this quarterfinal game against Burkina Faso. But it should be a very interesting game. Big up my guy Aaron Boomer. Yeah, for sure. Come on, Pan-African Cup is something to be revisited after Afcon. Trust me, we got to do something about this because it probably can happen. We just need to be able to get some investors or something involved, and we could probably make it happen. And big up my guy Eric as well. He's saying 2-0 to Tunisia against Burkina Faso. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to Burkina Faso. Should be a very hard-fought, competitive game. Burkina Faso national anthem being rung out right now. Look out for Burkina Faso. I've watched them more than I've watched Tunisia in the tournament. The only game I've watched Tunisia in the tournament was their loss against Gambia in their final group game, and they were very awful that day. And obviously, I was also watching them against Nigeria, where they were a lot more resolute. They defended very well. They had that one counter attack and they scored from it. Do you know what I mean? So should be very interesting. But for Burkina Faso, look out for Issa Kabore, Manchester City youngster who's on loan at Troyes. Look out for Traore in midfield, Sangare in midfield, Dango Ouattara as well. Look out for him. Very, very good in the game against Gabon as well. So, I mean, it should be a very interesting game tonight. Obviously, they're without their captain, their talisman, Bertrand Traore. He was injured in the game against Gabon towards the end, and he came off the pitch. And I think that injury is still affecting him right now. So they're going to be without him. And obviously, Herve Kofi, the keeper, the hero in the shootout, will be leading them out, or has already led them out. He's the captain for tonight. So it should be very interesting. The Stallions, Burkina Faso, potentially into another semi-final of the Africa Cup of Nations if they can navigate this fixture up against Tunisia. So we have to wait and see what happens here. Ben Slimani and Wabi Kazri, big threats for this Burkina Faso side. So watch out for them. Specifically, Wally Kadri coming back from, I believe, COVID as well. So it should be interesting to see what happens there. Guarin in here saying, if we don't want this to be boring, we need an early Faso goal. I think they've got a lot of energy, so I think they'll do a lot to try and make sure that they get the win, and or even the early goal, even to do that. Aaron Boomer saying in here that it's Burkina Faso 2-1. That's his score. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win to Burkina Faso as well, in my opinion. Burkina Faso could win this tournament. Yeah, I think sometimes when they're lacking a little bit of quality in that final third, but when they make it count, it does count. Definitely need their strongest team, and obviously without Bertrand Traore in it, I don't think it is their strongest team. He was really good in the game against Gabon, and obviously it was not up to him. It's the defenders that kind of got it wrong on the day. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, Tunisian national anthem been rung out. They've sung it, and they look like they're ready to go. Players are out on the field. Their national anthems are done. Tunisian fans going crazy. Let's see what they can do tonight. They played really well against Mauritania, so I feel like they've got a number of tactics that they can employ against different opponents. It's just about what they're going to do tonight. I think today they're going to come out and try and attack this Burkina Faso side, as opposed to where they had a bit more conservative tactics against Nigeria and picked their moment. Today they're going to be a bit more expansive, and Burkina Faso only know one way to play. Only know one way to play, and that's on the front foot. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams mesh, in terms of this game. But yeah, let's see. And then Eric saying, do both teams have their best squad? Burkina Faso are missing Bertrand Traore. He's on the bench. He was injured in that game before, so yeah, he's on the bench. But apart from that, everybody is fit and raring to go. For Tunisia, though, I don't know. I have to look at their bench because they wasn't able to they weren't able to field a full match day squad in at least 2 of their previous games. So I think that let's have a look here. Yeah, it looks like everybody's back for Tunisia, so it should be interesting to see how they all fare, because some of these players will be recovering with COVID. So we'll see what happens, in all honesty, and how it's all gonna fare for the Tunisian side. Found out the Morocco COVID cases. I still don't know about these COVID cases. Let me have a look just real quick, just to make sure. Let me just make sure. Just give me 1 second. Because I'm sure. I'll double check that, Hamza, just to see. I'll double check that just to see what the actual news is on that, and then we'll be able to see what happens, because I can't see anything as of right now. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll update you as and when I can on that one. But kickoff is about to begin, and we've kicked off here. In this game, Burkina Faso versus Tunisia. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what is going to happen. It'll be interesting to see which side will take the lead first. It'll be interesting to see how this is all going to be approached by the Tunisians, because I've seen 2 different types of style of play from them, whereas Burkina Faso only know one style of play, in my opinion. Big up Moss in there. Says, here we go. Let's go. It's going to be a big game. I know you're in here excited for this one. I'm excited for this one too. This should be a very competitive game, in my opinion. You said this is the toughest call this match. Yeah, I would say so. Out of the games that we're seeing, you could probably pick winners out of those games. But this one, it's gonna be difficult to know who comes through. Two very good sides on their day. It's all about who gets the game plan right. And I'm looking at the Tunisians and I want to see what kind of game plan. I think they'll be a bit more expansive just because all their players are back. All their players are back in here. So, you know, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen, in all honesty. There's a foul there in midfield. I think Guerrero was fouled. I'm just gonna throw that down there. Nah, bro, it's all good, man. But big up yourself for coming through, man. I'll just use the ticker at the bottom. I use the ticker at the bottom. I do need to figure out how to do a live scoreboard, but I just haven't had the time in it. So I'm gonna sort all of that out once this tournament is over, basically. And it's a free kick to Burkina Faso. Sangare. Sorry, Toure. Oh no, that was Yago. That was being pulled back by Kazri. There. But it's a free kick to Burkina Faso. Sangare to take. Takes the free kick and it's out for a corner to Burkina Faso. This is going to be a very good game, people. So if you're in here and you're going to miss this, it's going to be probably one of the games of the tournament, in my opinion. Sangare to take the corner. Goes short to Bayala. And that was a cross over hit. Dango Ouattara with the overhit cross. And here they come forward now. Tunisia. Here's Kazri. The cross cleared away. By Sumilia Ouattara. And Ben Slimani with the ball, but gives away. Cleared up field. And really nobody forward with that clear the ball. Meidouani. Here's Kazri. Cross. Ooh! And it's a free kick. It's a free kick. It can be an Abubakar. Big up Nathan. Legends. There was a clash between Msakni and then and Herve Kofi, the goalkeeper. And Eric, I support Man United. Stressful times right now if you're a Man United fan, but that's who I support. Who do you support? Let me know who you support, bro. Yeah, the cross from Kazri. Msakni. Msakni getting fouled there, or not fouled there, clashing with the keeper, Herve Kofi. But there's also somebody else down at the moment. I can't see who it is, though. I can see Herve Kofi is getting treatment, but there's also another player down at the moment. Let's have a look at this Kazri cross. Definitely I still can't see who that was that went down there. Let's have a look. Maybe Guerra. I have no idea. Big up, Rich. Hope you're well, man. You support Liverpool. Interesting. Who's the favorite in this game? To be honest with you, they're fairly evenly matched. In all honesty, from what I've seen in this tournament, you might say Tunisia might slightly edge it from like maybe some of the play that I've seen. Obviously, some of their players are coming back from COVID, so I might give the edge to Burkina Faso. I feel like they'll win this game 2-1, but we'll see. We'll see, in all honesty. Big up my guy, Baby Rage. Hope you're well. Interesting move, Nathan, on this one, Interesting move. I feel like him going back to where he kind of started from is very interesting. Barcelona trying to rebuild again. I think there's not going to be the pressure on him to... Yeah, Farid, the substitute keeper, just warming up for Burkina Faso. Don't know if Kofi can shake this knock. But yeah, it should be an interesting move. I think it's funny that Spurs weren't able to get over the line, and whatnot. But going back to where he came from, where he started his career, it's a good move for him personally. I don't know where that leaves Barcelona. He's not going to have the pressure to finish his dinner, so to speak, like how he's expected to at Wolves. I think his pace as well he will terrorize a lot of defenders in La Liga. So maybe you might see the best out of him. He'll be a lot more settled. Obviously born in Spain, so going back basically to his home is gonna be good for him as well. And it might end up being a really good signing for Barcelona, but they're on a rebuild right now, so it's another component that's gonna help their side get back to probably where they want to be. I don't think he's like, you don't be looking at him as a long-term first team fixture. He'll be definitely in and around that squad to help add a bit of quality within it once they get to that status and bring in the type of players that they know that they want to bring in. So Baby Rage says he's chilling. Baby Rage, yeah, he supports the Sixers and the Heat still first, so you're chilling. Come on. Here's Ifa out to Draguer and Tapsoba to just clean up there. Yes, bro. I got monetized. And big up. This is my auntie in here. How you doing, auntie? I hope you're well. Hope you are well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping through. I appreciate the support. Big up Niall as well. Thoughts on Eddie Nketiah going to Arsenal. Going to Newcastle from Arsenal. That's going to be interesting. That move, if it happens. He says he wants to leave, but it might be a bit. It might look like he's going there for money. He'll play football, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's going to be interesting though. There's a ball here. Here's Bayala. Can he cross? Ball goes into the overhit. Here's Kabore. Ooh, gets past one. Gets past two. Can he cross? Good cross there. Here's Toure. And they restart. But yeah, that might be a good move for Newcastle. They need goals. Goals win games. They need goals there. It's a cross. Ooh, just across the face of goal. But yeah. Yeah, that was a nice play from Kambore. And he just hit his head on the way down. But yeah, it should be very interesting to see what happens with Nketiah, because obviously he's in the final year of his deal as well. Newcastle would be a good move for him, I think. Partner up front with partnered up front with Chris Wood and whatnot. So that'd be interesting to see. That'd be interesting to see. There's Cyril Bayala, just getting a kick there in the stomach by Kazri trying to retrieve the ball. It was a free kick and they've taken it. And Jaguar getting his touch all wrong, out for a throw-in to Burkina Faso. Here's Toure, Ouattara. It's a good turn. And into the hands of Ben Said. Yeah, you're in the house. Yeah. The Heat beat the Knicks and the Clippers. Okay. I haven't really been following the scores. I need to get back into it, to be honest with you. I definitely saw this though. Baby Rage, I definitely saw this one. I seen them choke that 35-point lead. I saw all of that. Laiduini with the foul there. It's a free kick to Burkina Faso. Tapsoba standing over. Along with Toure. Yeah. Kofi in goal for Burkina Faso. He's down, he's getting treatment. He might have to go off. He's getting treatment by the medical staff, but the way it's looking, he looks like he might have to go off, which is going to be a big blow for Burkina Faso because he was the hero for them in the last 16 against Gabon in the penalty shootout, and if he'll be needed again or needs to be called upon again, it's going to be a big miss for Burkina Faso. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen there? But yeah, you watched the Wizards. It was mad. Yeah, that was one I definitely saw. Yeah, Burkina Faso leading in possession. Yeah, they've had a lot more of the ball. As I said, I think these teams are a little bit more evenly matched than the game we watched earlier on today. You can see the keeper Farid is warming up because I think the change is going to happen. Honestly, he still wants to try. He still wants to try. I don't know if he's going to be able to do this. But this is a free kick to Burkina Faso. Tapsoba standing over it, along with Sangare. They may look to shoot. Yeah, Tapsoba stepping up to shoot. Hits the wall. Ooh, and there was a shot there by Guerra at the end into the hands of Ben Said. Yeah, took a couple of deflections and into the hands of Ben Said. Hadidi. Sorry, Ifa. Nah, Hadidi. Here's Kazri. Broken down. Sangare fouled by Kazri there. Yeah, Sangare fouled by Kazri there. The referee saying it's a foul. He's telling him no more or you'll be booked. And it's taps over. Ball over the top. And here's Torre. Nice switch of play there. Kabore here now. Here's Guayura. Sangare. Oof. Taps over, front foot defending, but just fouled Jaziri there. But so far, Burkina Faso looking strong in midfield, winning the 50-50s. Need to go out wide, I think, and utilize more of Kabore on that right hand side because he's a really good player. I'm so jealous Manchester City have got Kabore he's on loan at Troyes. His raw attributes are very good, but if he gets an opportunity to work with Pep, maybe next season, he's gonna be a monster. His Jabil Ouattara cross. Ooh. Big up my guy Christopher back in here. And yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. You're one of the people that helped contribute to that 1K, passing that 1K mark. Is a ball over the top. Ben Said just coming out to head the ball, get rid of the danger. And Tunisia on the counter attack. Here's Kazri now. Hasn't really got too much support, and it's cleaned up by Guerra. Here is Torre. Nice turn to get away from his man. It's a ball over the top. Nope. Torre again with a bit more time in midfield. Here's Jabril Ouattara. Cross. Nobody there. Bit too much on it. But yeah, thank you, man. You like I appreciate the the support, the love, everything throughout this tournament. It's been great. So you're definitely one of the people that have helped contribute to that. So I can only thank you. Very, very much. Senegal won every game from the round of 16 to the semi-final on their way to they won the final 1-0 in 2019. So they're not really underperforming at all this Afcon. Yeah, I mean, I think for the reason why I say that is because a lot of people don't watch Senegal, they just look at the players that they have. Obviously, Mendy in goal, Koulibaly, Mane, Ismail Assar, and all of these types of players, and they think that because they have these players and Idrissa Gueye and all of that, they think that they should be the favorites in the competition. But in all honesty, like it doesn't work like that. That's not how tournament football works. So I'm just saying that more from the perspective of people who don't watch Senegal, who don't watch African football, and said that they are the favorites because of the players that they've got in their side. It just doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? Yes, they do. Issa Kabore, number 9 for Burkina Faso. Watch him very closely. He's a very good player. The right fullback. He's a Man City player, but he's on loan at Troyes in France. He's performed very well for Burkina Faso in this tournament. Raw attributes, but really good. And Herf Coffee, he looks like he's all right, you know. I think he's all right. Yes, R&B mate, it will. We're gonna push it, but we'll wait till the tournament's over and we'll properly push it. Like, need to do some talks with some people behind the scenes to try and get it to happen. Let's see if we can convince some of these FAs, these federations, to see if we can do something. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Senegal is playing like how England did in the Euros. No goals conceded, but also scoring a low amount of goals with all their attacking talent. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's basically it's one of Senegal's golden generations, if you will. Potentially, this could be theirs, you know. But yeah, Pan African Cup. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Nah, their team is very good, bro. It's very good. The energy in midfield. You gotta watch the three in midfield: Guerra, Toure, and Sangare. They're really good as a trio. They will cause a lot of problems. As you can see right now, they're putting Tunisia under a lot of pressure. So honestly, bro, they're a team to look out for. They're like a dark horse. Nobody really, because people don't know about the history of Burkina Faso. They've had some good players. If you know about Petroipa, he was really good, like a number 10 for them. A few years back, he was really good. And then Bansay, if you know Bansay, tall striker, like crazy blonde hair. Like back in the days, he used to be a problem in the Afcon. So they've got a good history, and like semi-final isn't new to them as well. They've done it before, so you know they could do it again. In all honesty, and I think they have a big opportunity here to beat. It's a good ball here. Here's Bayala. Can he get across into the? Oh, nice. Can he cross? Ooh, tried to put it through the legs of Ben Said, but he closes his legs. As I can say right now, Tunisia under serious pressure, and I'm not surprised. They seem like a very hit and miss Jekyll and Hyde side. You know, they played really well against Mauritania, but it's Mauritania. They're not the best side. But when you saw them against Gambia, they struggled. You know, and then obviously the game against Mali. So it's interesting. Poor corner by Sangari, but he's got another chance to put the ball in the box. Thinks he gets fouled, but here's Dango Uatara can cross and over. Yeah. So I'm saying, Isaac, Burkina Faso beat Ghana to get to that final, bro. Like this is the final. This is the semi-final I was telling you, man, about when the referees were trying to make it Ghana versus Nigeria final because CAF wanted the big showpiece final, but Ghana couldn't finish their dinner. We could even the penalty we missed, like we just couldn't win the game, and Burkina Faso made it to that final, and they lost to Nigeria. So, you know, I remember it. They've got history, man, like in this tournament too. So people underestimate it because they don't know the country. Do you know what I mean? But they made a mistake here. Should clean up now. Yeah, Tapsoba, nice from Tapsoba. He's done really well in the tournament as well. Standout player. And they're on the break. Tapsoba's steaming forward. Can he score? Shoots, no. Nah, no co-host. I was like, yeah, Rich is celebrating his daughter's 5th birthday, Nyla. Happy birthday to Nyla. But yeah, so he's just been out for the whole day. And to be honest with you, it's fine. Sometimes I can go through solo at times. It's all good. Just gonna enjoy. Do you know what I mean? Just gonna enjoy. Um. Um. Afcon. Sorry. The game so far, Tunisia have struggled largely. I feel like they're a very hit and miss side. Like, you know, there's the Burkina Faso team. They've been very dominant on the ball. The energy in midfield is where I feel like Tunisia won't be able to match. The three in midfield, Guerra, Sangare, and Toure, the Tunisians wouldn't be able to cope with that energy in midfield. And they're playing Tunisia are playing similar to how they played against Nigeria, just they have a bit more of the ball. And they're just trying to counter attack through Kazri mainly. But it's a free kick for Tunisia right now. Kazri to take it. He's gonna shoot. Oof! And Kofi just over the bar. They're looking to pick a moment, essentially, Hamza. They're looking to pick a moment, get a goal, and then try and hang on to that lead. But it's a good free kick straight at Kofi in goal for Burkina Faso. If all three Uataras combine, it magically summons Aristide Bonsai. Hey, you know what? That's Afcon. That's like that's my real like my history. Do you know what I mean? Like I loved Afcon when it was like that, where we had the quality plus like it was just everything was there, man. I enjoyed it so much. Not to say this tournament hasn't been good, it has been good, but like we've had better tournaments, like just in terms of quality of football and like all these like shocks and moments and whatnot. No, the Tapsoba brothers are not related. They just have the same name in a lot of countries in Africa, bro. But I'm sure it's the same in the Caribbean. People have they share the same surnames, but we're not related. You know what I'm saying? We're not related still. Isaac, is something that Aaron Boomer's explained it in the comments, so just look below. But basically, it's just like something that we're gonna try and do, or maybe try and push, so that some of the federations can come together and then agree on having a tournament where we're celebrating culture and we get a bit more light shined on, some of the nations and whatnot. There's a free kick for Kazri headed away. And the ball goes back in, headed away. Yeah, Tunisia just trying to feed off these scraps, but here's Jaziri now. Ooh, Tapsoba, good defending. And cleared away. No, thank you. Rich is back tomorrow. CM will be back as well next week or tomorrow, I believe. But I'll see what he's saying. Eric saying Tunisia is one of the more inconsistent. Yeah, they are. Like, I've seen two sides to them. I've seen three sides to them. I've seen a really good, I've seen a very bad, I've seen a very conservative. So in all honesty, they've been, but at the same time, they've had COVID in their camp, so I can't put that too much there. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of those. It's one of those. In all honesty, an unforeseen circumstance, or you could see it, but you can't control it, has damaged maybe some of their preparation, and so they've had to just kind of go with the flow. But I still expect this game to be very competitive. I still expect it to be entertaining, because when you've got Kazri in your side, he's an unpredictable player. But then you've got that midfield. You see the energy again. They've won the ball back. Burkina Faso. Is Guerra. He loses the ball, and it's a free kick. Big up Santi. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. But I hope you're well. This game is open. Tunisia should be very careful. Yeah, big up Drizzy as well, man. Thank you. Appreciate it as well for the super chat. It's gonna be an open game. Just because you see the way Burkina Faso play, they're not a side that will sit back. They're not scared. They'll use their fullbacks very well, especially Kabore on the right hand side. That energy in that midfield trio that I mentioned, Sangare, Guerra, and Toure in the in behind, Tunisia in behind, and the offside Jaziri, and Toure in that midfield. There's so much energy that they win the ball back very quickly, and they try and play it quickly to the forward line. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this all pans out. We're half an hour gone, and we are still 0-0. And yeah, this is Aaron Boomer's explanation surrounding the Pan-African Cup, something that we could potentially see in the near future. Just a lot of conversations that may have to happen still. No foul there. Referee just says play on. Tunisia have the ball. Here's Kabore. Tapsoba to Torre. Here's Yago coming forward now. Tara tried to bring it down, but just couldn't get the touch on it. Tunisia is one of the most inconsistent teams in Africa. Like in the same days they can beat Nigeria, and sometimes they can go and lose to teams like Gambia. Yeah, I mean, but once again, Eric, I would say part of that is due to the inconsistencies. Part of it could be due to tactics, and then also the COVID situation. They had 12 players out in their camp, so that can ruin your preparations just because 12 players, some of them are first team, some are the bench. You won't be able to use the players you want, and so you have to adjust your tactics to fit the game that you're playing. It's one of those. And to be honest, they've done well to get this far, to get to the quarterfinals with that situation going on. It's just, let's see how some of their players who have recovered or recovering are back in this team, and if they're going to be able to perform, because I know the team has changed a lot with Kazri coming back in and a few others. Tapsoba clears after the cross. And you said, I'm still kind of sad Algeria got knocked out. I wanted an Algeria-Senegal semi-final. I mean, to be honest with you, Algeria, to be honest, they didn't do well at all. Defending champions to go out in the group stage in the way they did, not good enough. Not good enough at all. Corner to Tunisia, Kazri to take. And over the bar. And yeah, first donations from a couple of my guys, Santi, Drizzy. Appreciate it so much. Thank you very much, man. Support has been great throughout the tournament, man. So just want to keep growing, man. Just want to keep growing and building. That's it, man. That is it. It's a goal kick because it looks like Kofi can't take the kick, so Tapsoba will be taking the kicks for him. Oof. And Tapsoba was trying to kick the ball. Jaziri, they're blocking his eventual clearance. Let's see how close this was to the goal, or if it was really wide. Oof. Yeah, that's a dangerous game. They shouldn't be doing that. If the keeper is not fit enough to take the kicks, then don't play it out from the back or anything like that. Probably even sub him if you can. I know they don't want. I know they don't want him to come off because he was the hero in the shootout in the last game. But in all honesty, take him off if he's not fit enough to even take the kicks or adjust his body to make saves to get to ground. Oh, that's nice from Bayala. Doing really well in this game so far. Biggest threat. Ooh, crosses it in. There was a deflection. Uatara Jibril Uatara just tripping. There's a poor clearance there by Ifa. Poor clearance. Eric saying that this may go to penalties. It could be. Just it depends on who takes the lead first and then how the other team reacts, to be honest. Because I feel like if Tunisia take the lead, they'll try and hold on like they did against Nigeria. If Burkina Faso take the lead, they will learn their lesson from the game against Gabon and try and kill the game in the 90 minutes and seal it, and stop wasting chances like they were. They were 1-0 up after 30 minutes, had so many chances to make it 2-0 and kill the game off against Gabon, and they just didn't do it. Here's Yago. Tapsoba now. Ball over the top. They're claiming handball, but referee does not see it. Waves on, and it's a foul. by Sangare. It's Ben Slimani, good ball. They win back. Bayala up towards Uwatara. It's Sangare now. Looking for support, but it's just the ball's too much for Jabril Uwatara. Cameroon having an easy. I don't know about that, bro. Like they face either Morocco or Egypt. That's going to be a tough game for that side. And Cameroon, they don't want to face Egypt because of the history. They don't have a a great record against Egypt. So it should be interesting to see what happens there. We have to see. We have to see what happens. Honestly, we have to see what happens with that situation. I think if Senegal want it, they have the easiest route to the final. Obviously tomorrow's game is going to be difficult against Equatorial Guinea because Equatorial Guinea are going to try and fight hard to stay in the game as long as possible. Here's Kabore now. Wonderful to see the way he gets past players. Just run out of room there, but he's really good. But yes, Senegal have the biggest chance, I think, of getting to the final if they can put together a performance, you know. But it's going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Honestly, I think Cameroon have a difficult route, but they've made it to the semi-finals. And what I've always said is that if you're the host nation, getting to a semi-final is at least your minimum. So if you get there, you've done well. Do you know what I mean? Drizzy saying that Tom Brady has retired. Is that true, Drizzy? Is that actually happened now? Yeah, because they didn't make it to the playoffs or in the NFL or the championship game, AFC championship game, the Buccaneers. So the Glazers are going to suffer next season. Hey, has Gronk retired or is he still there? It's a ball out wide. His Ben Slimani. His Kazri picked up a pocket of space, but wasn't able to find anything with Laiduini. One thing that should change from the Afcon and the Euros, instead of how they do where the four third best placed teams is there's a shot. Where the four third place best teams go through, they should add all third place teams to go into a group and the best four go through. That's interesting. But technically they do that, you know, Eric. Basically, they rank you based on the number of points you've got, the number of points you got and goals scored, and I think to a certain they do head to heads. So they technically do it. It's just they don't play each other. Do you know what I mean? And I think also it's a timing thing. You know, it's a timing thing. You won't have time to play everybody. That was Ben Sonani with a shot, and Kofi sends it out wide. Here's Bayala. Here's Torre. Time to drive. Here's Tapsoba. Here's Torre. Tapsoba. Here's Sangare. Just putting his foot on the ball, just trying to dictate. Gets fouled there. The referee told him to get up. Here's Kabore. Tried to play it down the line, but goes out for a goal kick. 40 minutes gone. She's got about 5 minutes plus added time to go in his first half. Kind of died down in terms of the intensity from the Burkina Faso players. as I said, quality is the only thing that they have that they're lacking. I feel like also missing their talisman, Bertrand Traore up there in the forward line is probably going to hurt them a little bit. He is on the bench. I don't know how fit he is. He obviously isn't fit enough to start. He obviously went off injured in the game against Gabon. So I don't know how his fitness is and whether he'll be able to come through and help the team. Sangare with a turn. Nice from Sangare. Real nice from Sangare. His side, his Bayala now. With Tara outside of him if he needs him, but he decides not to go with him. Poor ball there, but Sangare takes a shot and it's well over there. Well, I've had to say that it might be 0-0 then extra time as they're cancelling each other out. I mean, you already know how I feel about extra time penalties, man. Let's do it. Get your money's worth and all of that. And so Tom Brady has retired and Gronk might retire too. Interesting there. That means the Glazers are in the mud. They may have to start focusing on putting money back into Man United rather than giving Tom Brady and Gronk huge salaries on their contracts. Arsenal's Rams took out United's Bucks. Rams hosting the 49ers tomorrow. Interesting. Is that the AFC game? Championship game? As I said, I don't really know much about American football, NFL, but but I do keep my eye on it a little bit. I don't watch it though. I need to start though. Honesty. Herve Kofi coming out and fouling Jaziri. He's looking for a yellow card. Yeah, keeper gets a yellow. Herve Kofi going in the book with the foul on Jaziri. Oh, that's not a foul. I don't think he actually touched him. Let's have a look here. Oh, he definitely didn't touch him. Jaziri just went down. He didn't. That definitely wasn't a yellow card. He's conned the referee there. Eric saying that Portugal, Italy. Who do you think will go to the World Cup? Ooh, are they playing each other in the playoff? Okay, you said maybe neither will go through, but that's unlikely. Okay, so they're playing other teams. Fair enough. You can't rule out Ronaldo, but I think Italy will go through. It'll be a shame if they don't. How do you win the Euros and then you can't get through? The wife told Brady, "Yo, enough is enough. It's time for family." Free kick to Tunisia. Wabi Kazri's over it. Can this be defended and seen out by Burkina Faso? Ooh, corner. Just hits the wall. So the Rams and the 49ers is the NFC final. And the AFC one is Cincinnati versus the Chiefs. Oh, they are playing each other. Ooh. And no Chiesa, he's injured. I know that. 2 minutes plus added time. We're into the 2 minutes of added time right now. Corner from Kazri in this over. Headed by Bron, but out for a Burkina Faso throw. Here's Toure. Nice from Toure. A lot of space for Kabore to steam forward into, and he's going to do that. Tries to go on the overlap cross. Ooh. Cross was too close to Ben Said. Yeah, they're playing each other. Oof. They had the same playoff path. That's going to be a tough game, I think Italy might edge it. I know the Chiesa factor doesn't help them, but I think they edge it. But who knows? Who knows, honestly? Good tackle there by Bayala. He's worked really hard. He's had a really good game in this game. He wasn't so great in the game against Gabon. He got taken off. But Bayala's done really well in this first half, trying to navigate the threat of Kazri coming off of that right-hand side and picking up pockets of space inside, and then obviously Draguer as the fullback overlapping. So it's been really good. And Toure with the ball forward. He's Ouattara into the box now. Can he score? And he scores! And he scores! And Burkina Faso with the goal. Dango Ouattara with the finish there. Wow, what a finish there. What a finish there by Dango Ouattara. What a goal from him, yeah. And here it is. Manuel saying goal. Jay-Z goal. What a goal. It was a wonderful goal there. Gets in behind, powerful, gets in behind his man. Maybe takes it too far. He turns, cuts back, and whips it into the net. Let's have a look at this again. It's a great ball from Toure. He's onside. Gets past his man, just cuts it back, chops back, and then hits it into the net. What a goal there. Past Ben Said. Nice goal. Yeah, Dango Ouattara played really well in the game against Gabon as well. Caps off this first half performance. Dominant performance, really, in most parts for Burkina Faso. And it's a goal. It's 1-0. And that's it. That's halftime. That is it. It's halftime, people. It is halftime right now, and Burkina Faso ending that first half with a bang. Dango Ouattara with the finish. With the finish there at the end there. What a goal by him. And that is it. It's 1-0. What a goal there. I'm just gonna update this banner. We can discuss the first half. Just gonna update this banner right now. What a good goal by Ouattara, and what a finish as well. And what a finish to that first half, to be honest with you. But the cutback caught them by surprise. And yeah, big up Ethan Murray in there. Wow, that was an insane goal. It was a really good goal there. I mean, let's talk about this first half, people, man. Like, look, 1-0 to Burkina Faso. I feel like in large spells they dominated that first half. I feel like the Tunisian team, I think a lot of their players are still recovering from COVID, in all honesty. Some of their players are coming back from COVID. Some of them are in this starting lineup and are still probably feeling the effects of COVID. But in all honesty, you have to give credit to the Burkina Faso team. As I said, they do not sit back and defend. They come out and attack. And that's what they've done from the beginning. They've tried to keep possession very well. Cyril Bayala, pretty standout player. Number 21 on that left-hand side, standout player, worked really, really hard to go to join in the attack and then come back and help out in defense as well. So you have to give him credit. When you look at what Kabura does on the right-hand side, he hasn't been as effective in the game so far, but he's been offering an outlet on that side. As I said, that midfield trio of Toure, Guerra, and Sangare, they work really hard to win the ball back when they don't have the ball, and they've done really well to win that in midfield. And obviously, the decisive action at the end there for Dango Ouattara with the great cutback and finish from him there. It's a wonderful sight to see. And to be honest with you, I feel like this is going to now, as I said, whoever get the first goal, you'll see their game plan a lot more clearly. Burkina Faso getting that lead now. they missed a lot of chances in the game against Gabon. They're gonna get more chances here today because this Tunisia side, they're not really good from what I've seen. I've seen them in several capacities, and of course they have all these different things going on in their squad. But I've seen them in 3 games, and they've only been good in 1. The rest of the games they haven't been good, and so I see Burkina Faso trying to take their chances now because they missed a lot of chances again. But this time they won't make the same mistake, and I think they're going to get the goals to win the game by a lot more. And so we'll see what happens. Obviously, Tunisia are kind of looking for a moment here. They're looking for a moment to see if they can hang on to something. Now they have to open up, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult game for them in the end. Well, I've had to say, and the defenders had no chance even to respond. Yeah, that cutback was serious from Ouattara there. And yeah, we're not buying Tunisia's excuses. I mean, yeah, you can't buy it as an excuse, but it happened, and it can disrupt your preparations as you're preparing for games and whatnot. So, it's pretty interesting there. But yeah, it's been a good first half for Burkina Faso. Let me just run through some stats whilst we're here. So 8 shots, 4 on target for Burkina Faso. Possession actually is in favor of Tunisia. They had 5 shots, 2 on target. They have 54% possession to 46 to Burkina Faso. But in all honesty, I feel like when I've just been watching it just with my eyes, I'm seeing more dangerous moments coming from the Burkina Faso team than the Tunisian team. And ultimately, they get the goal that gives them the lead in this first half, 1-0. Can they now go on to extend that lead, which I said that they need to do in order to kill this game off, because that's where they failed in the last round against Gabon. Obviously, Tunisia all to do to try and get back into this game. I feel like they have some quality. Don't get me wrong, you've got the likes of Khazri on the field, but really, let's see what happens. I don't think they can hang in that midfield battle with the 3 in midfield for Burkina Faso. But also let's keep an eye on Herve Kofi in goal for Burkina Faso. He had the injury early on, but had a great save. I'm just looking at this replay now from Khazri's free kick. Had a great save from that, so he looks like he's all fit and healthy again. So we just have to wait and see. In all honesty, let's see. We will see. But yeah, I'm just looking at some of these highlights. When you look at, Cyril Bayala has been amazing. Number 21 on the left-hand side for Burkina Faso. Worked really hard. I think he would have been disappointed to be taken off in the game against Gabon in the last round. He's come back out in this second half, in this game here, and just has played really well. He's probably been the best player on the field so far for Burkina Faso, trying to negate the danger of Wabi Khazri. The pockets, he comes in and he's on the touchline. He comes off of the touchline. He's dealt with it very well, and he's helped out Steve Yago, his fullback. And just looking at this Ouattara goal again. Look at this cutback. What a finish! What a finish here. Let's have a look at this again. Cut back there. Great finish. Wow. To take that lead. Dango Ouattara played really well against Gabon. Led the line well. Was causing danger for those defenders there on that day. He couldn't cap off his performance with a goal, but he's done it today. Good goal. We'll see how Burkina Faso will respond in the second half. Can they continue their dominance in the play in this second half? And that's to come soon, very, very shortly. When the Pan-African Cup goes viral, who would we go to first? Boy, honestly, it's about, because I know this is a money thing. It's always going to be a money thing. In all honesty, it's going to be a money thing. To be able to host something like that is just going to cost a lot of money. So investors, that's where I'd start. I would start with investors, finding some people, a group of people that have the funds to be able to invest in this kind of tournament, and whatnot. So it's one of those things. That's what I would do. And then obviously with something like that, you have to get the federations involved, and they have to agree on what the terms of the joining the qualifying and joining the top competition, the time schedules, and then obviously finding a host nation or nations that you can play the games in and all this type of stuff. So there's a lot that goes into it, but let's get traction, let's build traction and get interest. When you get interest, then that's when all that stuff starts to take shape. Do you know what I'm saying? And then what Moss said here, FIFA are the ones that have to kind of sign it off, basically. So if you can get that sign off and approval from FIFA, then that's when you'll actually see it come into fruition or come into action. You get me? So how many teams qualify? African teams qualify for the World Cup in 2026? I don't know, bro. I know that it's 48 teams now. So we're moving from a 32 to a 48. But I don't know what's going to happen. In all honesty, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Europe get more teams. I don't know if South America get more. South America, they shouldn't really get more teams. They don't have. Their continent's not big. I think it's 12 countries. So they shouldn't really get any more, but they probably will, or they might get an extra one or something. I think Africa deserve a lot more than five spots, in my opinion. We've got 52 countries on the continent. We definitely deserve a lot more. I think Asia may have some more as well. I don't know, but I'll have a look. To see, and see how that's going to work. They shouldn't give any more to Europe. They already have too much anyway. So, yeah, bro. My guy Drizzy and my guy Santi, they just dropped in a couple of things for me, man. But yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate them people so much, man. Yeah, and I mentioned this before. Afcon could be every 4 years and then have this one in between. Potentially, yeah, it's one of those. It's like time scales, trying to work out the calendar. Obviously, you don't want to clash with the World Cup. You don't want to clash with it with you generally, because FIFA are the ones that kind of map out the calendar, and then the different governing bodies for certain regions will agree. So you probably can't do. You can do a Euros and a Copa America at the same time, but not exactly at the same time. So Euros, then slightly afterwards, a Copa America or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think the Euros and the Copa America clashed this year, but that's nobody's fault. That's just because of the pandemic. Yeah. So it should be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how we can do this. Pan-African Cup of Nations, maybe something like that. Maybe, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works. Okay, I've just seen this whole Tom Brady, retired stuff. Interesting. That's pretty interesting there. Very, very interesting. But yeah. Yeah, no, you're right though. No, you're right, Drizzy. No, you're right, Drizzy. I never knew about Arab Cup. I never knew about it before, bro. I never knew about the Arab Cup, until this year. So there's something. We can do something. It's going to be interesting. I need to research on the Arab Cup though. How did that come about? Because I never heard of it before until this year. So there would have been something that went on, like in terms of discussions with FIFA and those Arab nations, because something's gonna have to happen. We're gonna have a chat about this. Who put up the money and all these types of things? We'll have to wait and see. We have to wait and see, in all honesty. But yeah, second half coming soon. Should be very interesting to see what's going to happen. And Ethan, the next one is the World Cup in Qatar in November. In November, we'll be having another World Cup. So it should be very interesting to see how that's going to work, because obviously this is in the middle of everybody's seasons. So we have another World Cup coming up in Qatar 2022 in November. Everybody's season gets cut short. Everybody goes, the qualified teams go for the World Cup. People are going to be on break. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all pans out. And yeah, so that's our next tournament this year. Should be interesting. The players are coming back onto the field. And the second half should be underway very soon. Second half should be underway very soon. So Kazri trying to get his teammates ready for the second half, but they've got a mountain to climb. They've got to really perform a lot better. They've not really played too well, in my opinion. The Burkina Faso players look up for this. They've been like this from the off. They knew how damaging that result in the end. In the end, it wasn't too much for them against Gabon. Not too much, but yeah. Haddadi coming off, Malul coming on. And then Slitty coming on. And it is kickoff for the second half now. The second half is kicked off now. Let me just double check. Let me just double check who came on. So yeah, Ben Slimani actually coming off. Surprising for Slitty. Interesting. Very, very interesting there. Ben Slimani, only 20 years old. A lot of pressure on his shoulders, but his Toure Sangare taking over. And fouled by Lai Duwani. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, it's going to be a good World Cup. It's going to be a good World Cup, bro. It's going to be good to watch. It's going to be different as well to be doing it and doing it in November, watching it in November and whatnot. It should be interesting to see what happens. This is going to happen sometime in the Pan-African Cup. Come on, Aaron Boomer. That's right. Africa can send up to 9 countries to the 2026 World Cup. Big up, Patrick, for the info. It's going to be interesting there. So more countries. We get some more countries, because I was wondering what would happen with that. So 9 countries. Good. A bit more there. 8 for Asia, 9 for Africa, 6 for CONCACAF, North America, Central America, I believe. Yeah. No, CONCACAF is South America, so 6 for South America, 6 for North America and Central America. 1 obviously from the Oceania region, so New Zealand and the smaller islands there. And then 16 for UEFA. Okay, fine. So I don't think that UEFA have changed. I think it is 16 for UEFA right now. So I don't think that's changed. Fine. So that's good. At least there's a bit more for some of the other continents. So yeah, that's good for Africa. Then we've got 9 now. That's a step in the right direction, I'd say. Ooh, no penalty. Referee telling him to get up, and Burkina Faso on The counter attack. Here's Ouattara now. Ooh, Ben Said had to get that right. And it is a foul, or is it offside? Okay, it's 13 now for UEFA, and it's going to be 16. So they've been giving them even 3. Yeah, 9. Yeah, Ghana have no excuse to qualify. We have to qualify for every World Cup. If we're going 48 teams, we have to qualify for every World Cup. Big up Morad in here still. Yeah. Yeah, that was a foul. Malul. Halftime substitute for is Ifa for Tunisia. Bron. Draguer. A bit more intent for the Tunisians in this second half so far. Here's Kabore showing his strength. Plays the ball down the line. Yeah, it does depend on our group, to be honest. But Drizzy, that means that some groups may have 2 that qualify though. So top 2. Do you know what I mean? Potentially. But we'll see. Top 2, and then there'll be maybe one group that only has 1 that qualifies or something. Or something like that. And Tunisia coming forward now, crossing to the box, cleared. And they're on the counter attack. Here's Jabril Ouattara. Here's Bayala into the box. Can he score? Ooh, takes a shot. And Ben Said saves. That was a big chance there to try and kill the game off. Good play. Here's Kazri. So cross into the box. Slitty. Jazir offside. Offside. Manuel saying, I think with all the games played in recent months with World Cup qualifications and Afcon, African teams should be more prepared than ever in this year's World Cup. True. Almost 4 years in Pan-African Cup in between. There's going to be a group of death. Yeah, there will be in the African qualifiers. There probably will be. So some big team won't go for sure. Here's Toure. Gives the ball away. Ouattara. Dango Ouattara, the goal scorer. Kazri now. A bit of time and space. Tapsoba with him. But great defending by Tapsoba. He's done really well in this tournament. Another standout player for the Burkina Faso team. They give the ball away though. Cross. Cleared away. Is Shakri with the volley, but goes well over the bar. Yeah, party in Canada in 2026. Should have hit it first time. Yeah, should have. I hope they give us South Africa again. They were crying too much. Hey, they were crying too much, bro. They were crying a bit too much. Yeah, that Shira Bayala chance, he should have hit that first time instead of taking the touch. Big up my Jube. I have no idea what this Arabic is saying here, but big up yourself. Big up yourself for coming through still. Frantic start to this second half from both sides on the attack. We're in for a good game regardless, people. We're in for a good game, so strap in. It's going to be good. Here's Sangare. Try to spin away from his markers. They don't win the ball back. Yes, they do now. Oh, big up Big up Morad with the translation in here saying peace and blessings to you from Monaco. Big up yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Nah, Aaron Boomer, you got to do it in Jamaica or something like Jamaica. Has to be in the Caribbean or Africa. And potentially the northern part of South America, because that's close to the Caribbean coast, is crossed into the box. Cleared away by Sangare. This game is going end to end now. And this is where it can be dangerous for Burkina Faso because they keep giving the ball away. They now know that they've got the lead and trying to counter attack, but they keep giving the ball away. There's no quality there. They're losing control of this game. If they will lose control of this game if they keep giving the ball away. Here's Slitty now. Here's Jaziri up against Tapsoba. Good defending again from Tapsoba. And it's, oh wow, I thought that was going to be a goal kick. I thought Tapsoba got the decisive like touch off of Jaziri, but let's have a look. Jaziri just tried to go around the corner. Ooh, I think that was a goal kick. They kind of both touched it at the same time, but it's a corner. They take it short. Isliti with the cross in and should clear away. Yago does. And yeah, the pressure is now starting to begin for Tunisia. Like my guy Wow Factor here is saying, they've come out in the second half. They look ready to try and take the game. It's a long ball there, but nice touch there. Across into the box, but should be comfortable for Herve Kofi there. And poor throw out. Gives the ball straight back to Tunisia. And Kabore to get away. Sangare gives the ball away again. Oh, but handball there, handball. Yeah, Jamaica for sure. Barbaros B saying, can we call the second Pan-African Cup 2-pack? But yeah, yes, second half has been frantic from both of these sides. Serious pressure from the Tunisians now. Serious pressure from the Tunisian side now. They're looking to try and get the equalizer. Kazu trips over the ball but gets up and recovers. Lai Duani with the ball out wide. Cross into the box. Ooh! Kazri there just doesn't get the I don't know if his feet wasn't in the right position to steer that into the net, but it was a good cross. Was he offside? No, I think it was just on, but yeah, it's adjusting of his body position and feet. Yeah, Slitty with the cross, and yeah, it just wasn't in the right positioning to be able to steer it into the net. It's a good cross there. I think they said it was offside. I think so. Yeah. So the difference will be it's a mix. The Pan-African Cup will be a mixture of African and Caribbean sides playing in a tournament together. Right now, that doesn't happen. So it'd be good if they could have that opportunity to mix cultures, teams playing together, playing against each other to see what to have an eventual winner, which would be good as a tournament, similar to like the Arab Cup mixes African nations, Middle Eastern nations in a cup together, and then the winner wins gets the overall prize. So it'd be nice if the African and Caribbean teams could have a similar type of thing. Just trying to see who's coming off on a stretcher. Yeah, like Mosse here, it's just showcase tournament. Yeah, he's onside here. Definitely onside there. Dango Uatara. It's powers through, cut back, good finish. Yeah, Bayala was the one that came up on the stretcher, but he should be ready to come back on. He's just looking for. It's a foul. Free kick to Tunisia. Ladouani. Here's Ifa. Here's Bayala. Showing his pace, going down that right hand side. Tried to feed it towards Toure, but gave the ball away. Kabore. Yago with a turn, but tried to use his body there. And they give the ball away. It's becoming very sloppy for both sides. They're both giving the ball away now. I think that franticness has now crept into the quality of the game too. I don't know how long this frantic kind of nature in the game can go. Here's Malul. Kabori up against him, and it's still in. It's a corner to Tunisia. The pressure is now beginning to tell. Sakni with the cross there. Herv Coffee tried to yeah, you can see how tired they are. Like there's a lot going into this sustained period of pressure. Can they get a goal to equalize, to stamp this period of pressure they've been putting on the Burkina Faso team? Kazri on the edge of the box. It's a well worked. Tunisians are asking for handball from Tapsoba. Let's have a look. No handball. Hands were behind his back as well. Dango Uatara, his hands were behind his back, I think. Hits him in the stomach. Let's have a look at this replay here. Kazri didn't even really catch it well. Yeah, they don't even show us the end of the replay. But another corner. Malul to take the corner. Goes for a crowd, but cleared away. And there's a chase on, but gives the ball away. But poor touch there. Poor touch there. Here's Slitty up against Kabore. He leaves the ball behind, but just about gets it. It's a silly foul there by Guerra. Free kick to Tunisia. And a header into the hands of Herve Coffee. It's a long ball. Ben Said coming. Whoa! Ben Said came out of his goal because Jibril Ouattara was onto the long kick from Kofi there. Let's have a look. And you kind of lost it. He kind of lost his bearings for a moment, but then clears out for a throw-in. Gets them up the field though, which is what they needed to relieve the pressure. But they lose the ball, and it's now a goal kick to Tunisia. Trying to operate with this high press because, yeah, they wanted to play out from the back end. So Ben Said puts the header in, but this has been a very frantic game. I'm sorry, people. I haven't been able to get into some comments that have been given, but here's Bayala again. Chops inside. Ooh, good tackle there. Here's Slitty now for Tunisia. Poor ball there. Yago now. A little bit of pressure relieved for Burkina Faso. Can this be a good ball? Can they play it well? Ball into the ball. Ooh, good intervention there by Ifa. Because Jibril Ouattara was there in behind him if he didn't get the ball. "66 minutes gone. It's still 1-0 to Burkina Faso." I didn't put that up there. Sorry, I took that off and I put it back. And it's a foul by Tapsoba. He's been booked as well on the edge of the box. Tunisia win the foul. And Laidouani gives him a push, but he apologizes. Now the referee's getting some instruction. VAR. Let me have a look. Okay, yeah, that's that. Jaziri tripped by Tapsoba. He's been trying to win these fouls for ages. But yeah, respect, as all we have is a CONCACAF. In CONCACAF is the Gold Cup. The Senegal team have the potential to go far if they get a good manager in the World Cup. And you're saying that they should mix the Gold Cup and Copa America. I think they invite teams from CONCACAF there's a free kick. Oof, good save by Kofi there. I think that was Malou with the shot there. Good save. They need to concentrate, but they need another goal. This is the same thing that happened to them against Gabon. Wasted chances, wasted balls, pressure would be invited. There's another corner cleared away. Yeah, I think they already invite teams from CONCACAF to the Copa America. The bad thing doing it in the Caribbean is the capacity is so low. In terms of stadiums, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a problem. Not enough space. Not enough space. Like just like in terms of area. Like when you look at land in Africa when compared to the Caribbean, it's a lot smaller. So yeah, I understand that. Um, you can see the goal coming from Tunisia if Burkina Faso don't score. Yeah, it's true, bro. Like I saw this in the same thing happened in the game against Gabon. They took the lead early and then in the first half, and then they didn't sit back, but they were wasting a lot of chances to get themselves the second goal to kill the game off. Now, what's happening is Tunisia have been on a spell for at least 20 minutes where they are absolutely going for it because they need that goal to equalize to stay in the competition. And Burkina Faso, if I was them, I'd make changes to try and change the dynamic of the game, make some changes to break up the rhythm of the game. But they're not right now. So it's going to be interesting to see. And Barbara saying, why did Monaco not bring Nominare Harriet from Marseille? I don't know. I don't know. I've never heard of him. Me have a look. His Kazri with the touch, bit heavy there. Keeps it in play though. Tries to get past two. What's a corner? It's a corner there. Taps over coming forward. Is Lai Duani. His Utara and cleared away. Oh, you mean nominate? Oh, Harriet from I don't know. There's a change coming now. Konate coming on for Jabril Utara for Burkina Faso. Yeah, and Guarin saying, Kazri is the definition of a talisman for them. It's the same for Bernard Traore for Burkina Faso, but he's not playing, so it's pretty interesting. Um, yeah, they're bringing on the Konate now. Yeah, just looking at that save from Herf Coffee again. Yeah, man, well, they can, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I believe, Barbaros. Yeah, like there has been some disciplinary problems within the Morocco setup. That's why Ziyech isn't there. That's why Ziyech wasn't called either. But yeah, man, well, I agree with this. They need another counter attack, and they just need to have quality in terms of finishing it. Basically, they need to have quality in terms of finishing. Yeah, Jabril Ruatara coming off and Mohamed Kanate coming on. So it should be very interesting to see what happens. Now we're into the final 20 minutes of this game. Still 1-0 to Burkina Faso. They really need to get another goal to kill this game off because the same thing happened against Gabon, and they equalized very late on. They weren't able to defend their lead. Something needs to happen. And the ball goes up for a goal kick. But yeah, no, Barbaros is yeah. So there's been some disciplinary problems, and basically the coach doesn't want that in and around the squad. So I understand why you would keep those players out, even though they may be good. So big up Crew the Becks as well. Thank you for stopping through, my bro. Here's Konate. Can they just keep the ball in a good possession here? Yeah, I think Dango Uatara, the goal scorer, I think he needs to come off. I think he's a bit tired now. He's a bit weary in his legs. It's been frantic. The Tunisians have really tried hard to try and get this equalizer. There's still more time for them as well. Guarin saying nothing's more important than team unity at the finals. Yeah, it's true. Jabali to come on and Jaziri to come off for Tunisia. Jaziri's not had the best of games. I don't think he's had enough service. But this might be a like for like, to be honest with you. Maybe he can offer a bit more. Win the ball back. Burkina Faso is Konate. Sangare. Konate going ahead of the play and trying to... Nope, they keep it in play. They say cross the ball. Oof, headed away. Yago with the shot and cleared away. Ref says play on. Oh, poor there from Utara. Space in midfield now. Here's Kazri. Trying to get past Kabore. Ooh, good tackle there. From Somalia, Uatara. I think he left a little bit on... well, he definitely left a bit on Kazri with that tackle. Referee's calling for the stretcher to come on. Good tackle, but yeah, left a bit on him on the follow through. We've seen some inconsistent refereeing before where that could potentially be a card, a red, maybe a penalty. He's complaining though. Maybe he left his foot in to see if he can get contact. Hard fought game by these two sides. Not many goals in it, but it's been very exciting from both. It's been a very good game of football. If from an entertainment perspective, if you feel like that, but I feel like that. Malul with the throw. Oh, is there a VAR? Is there a VAR check? Referee's getting some. Oh, he's going to VAR. The referee is going to VAR right now. Wow. He's going to check the VAR. He's been given some instruction. He's been given some instruction here. The referee is gone to the screen for the VAR. Ooh, it don't look good. It could be a penalty to give them the opportunity. I don't think that... Ooh, this is interesting here. They're bringing back the replay. Oof, it's bad. That follow through is very bad. That follow through is very, very bad. That follow through, and I think it's going to be a penalty here. I think it will be a penalty here. The way it looks, referees reviewing it very, very closely. Looks very bad from here. They've slowed it down, and the referee has made his decision. The referee has made his decision. He's going back onto the field of play. Check completed. Penalty. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. No penalty. No penalty. No penalty. Check completed. Throw in. It's a throw in. My bad, people. I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. It's a throw in. It's a throw in. I thought it was a penalty. Man pointed, but he said throw in. Okay. Calma, calma, calma. We're good. Hey, trust me. I thought it was a penalty. I thought it was more drama, boy. I thought it was more drama. Lucky escape. The ref was good. Yeah, I think the ref's been good in this game, to be honest with you. His has been really good. He's allowed things to go. He's told players that are diving on the floor too much to get up. He's reviewed. He's been getting his information. He's gone to review. It looked bad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's the first time I've seen that. Yeah, me too. To be honest with you. And it's a foul. Ouattara fouled by. I want Burkina Faso to win, but the way it's looking right now, I think this goes to extra time. I think Tunisia get the late goal because they've been pressuring. Like, we need to see gamesmanship from Burkina Faso. Buy fouls, waste time now. You're in the final 10 minutes. Do not waste it. Like, do not allow the pressure to invite. Make substitutions, delay the game and do all of these types of things. The ref finally used their sense. Come on. Dango Ouattara getting booked. Him and Malou clashing. Clashing there. Referee. Don't know if he's getting any instructions. I don't know if he's getting instructions here in terms of VAR, if there's any comments being made. And now he's going to VAR. Another VAR check. Another VAR check is happening now. Wow. What is going on now? For the elbow, red card check. The goal scorer, Dango Ouattara. Ooh, that looks bad. That looks bad there. Elbows, Malou. Yeah, that's a red card. He's going to give a red card. That's an elbow. And the referee has completed his check. VAR. And it's a yellow. It's not a yellow card. It's a red card for Dango Ouattara, the goal scorer, for an elbow on Malul. Wow. More drama in the game. Wow. It is a red card for Dango Ouattara. After that VAR check, it was an elbow. It was an elbow. And now the final 8 minutes plus added time of this game, Burkina Faso have to defend it with 10 men. Dango Ouattara with the red card, the goal scorer on the day so far. Tunisia players are diving like crazy. Super Nick, big up Super Nick in here. He says, please remember to like up the live, comment, share, and subscribe, people. Dango just assaulted that 50-year-old man. Wow, it's all happening. Yeah, everything's going a bit mad now. Tunisia have the man advantage now. Can they get the equalizer to take it into extra time? Or will Burkina Faso find a way of defending this lead? If I was them, now is the time. Everybody behind the ball, compact, try and win the ball in midfield, make some substitutions to waste more time. That's what needs to happen. The ref this ref has been really good. And some of the VAR team behind the scenes, yeah, they've been good today. I think the ref has been good. He's good defending by Tapsoba there. What have they done? They've added pressure. I know it's so bad, and this is what happened to them in the game against Gabon. They invited so much pressure without killing off the game with that 1-0 lead. Rafia coming on for Shaqiri for Tunisia. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how they play this out. There's 6 minutes plus added time to go. I'm sure there's going to be at least 4 minutes of added time based on what we've seen so far. Sangare clearing the ball. What's going to happen here? Barbaros, you're right. I seen Graham Poll give three yellow cards to an Australian player in the World Cup. I think it was 2010. I think, or maybe not 2010, but yeah. Time to the cross in, and it's a corner kick. Yeah, corner kick to Tunisia. Yeah, 2006. Yeah, sorry, yes, 2006 World Cup in Germany. Graham Poll gave 3 yellow cards to an Australian player. I forget what his name was. The pressure of all Tunisia players going forward. Whoa. Wow. The referee is booking. Who is this? Is he even a player? Oh, he's a substitute. Okay, he's a substitute. He's booking a substitute for holding the ball. Wow. The referee. Okay, so a moment of madness from the referee. He's seeing something. I feel like the substitute was trying to hold the ball to waste more time. And the referee went over and booked him. Wow. Maybe the goalkeeper might come up. Yeah, Burkina Faso can't seem to finish games against Cameroon and Gabon now, it seems. Yeah. Can't seem to finish this game. They have to play it out. I want them to win and get to the semi-final. Is Bayala with the ball over the top. He's onside, Konate. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Yesterday, Brazil versus Chile. The ref spent 15 to 20 minutes deciding on an Allison card. The referee has lost it. Boy, I think he has. I think he has. After doing that, there was no need for that. And Maloul was offside there. Tunisia players on the bench getting a bit jittery with the nerves because they're heading out of the tournament. Ooh, he looks onside there. Yeah, he's getting jittery with the nerves because they could potentially be going out of this tournament now. Yeah, Hassan Bande booked substitute for Burkina Faso, I think for time wasting, holding onto the ball. And this is exactly where they want the ball at Burkina Faso in their half. You can see Hannibal's got the ball. He's trying to get the players to get on with it. The Tunisian players are nervous on the bench. But Burkina Faso need to just manage this game out from here. Kabore with the ball forward. Here's Sangare. Referee says play on. Toure gives the ball away. Isliti for Tunisia. Gets past 2. They win the ball back though. And it's a foul And another foul that keeps them alive. Toure keeps them alive. Aaron Boomer, there's like, if we're talking Pan-African countries, there's a lot. It's basically the whole of Africa and the whole of the Caribbean, certain regions of Central America and South America too. He did that to show that he won't tolerate no nonsense. I think this is the best one. But to be fair, yeah, no. He's probably been the best referee I've seen so far in the tournament. But that was a bit mad there, a bit of a moment of madness still. Here's Malul at the moment coming forward for Tunisia. Here's Shaqiri. Here's Shaqiri. Played away. This is I'm feeling tense. My country's not even here. I feel tense right now. Wow. Because I want Burkina Faso to win. Big up my mum in here. Thank you everyone. Thank you, mum, as well, for coming in here. You see, this is me at home. If I was at home here and I was watching this game, I'm tense, mum. I'm tense right now. There's a minute plus added time. Big up Rich as well. He's shattered after navigating through his daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Nyla. Happy 5th birthday. But yeah, Rich is tired. He'll be back tomorrow. 7 p.m. For both games. For both games. 4 p.m., 7 p.m. that we've got on each of our channels streaming. 4 minutes of added time now. 4 minutes of added time. Can Burkina Faso with 10 men see this out? Toure was fouled there. He was storming forward with the ball. He was getting pulled back. Burkina Faso fans, some fans are in the stands, still dancing, still waving flags. Some are still there, nervous right now. Go to the corner. They have to go to the corner. There's another free kick to Burkina Faso, and to Tunisia. Look like they're on their way out of the tournament. They just need to eat up some more seconds, Burkina Faso. Wow. And Bayala, I think Bayala might be man of the match for me, you know. He's been, for Burkina Faso, he's just been everywhere. He was, I'm sure he was very disappointed to get taken off in the game against Gabon. He's come back here on that left-hand side. I think he's even switched flanks as well. Played on the right and on the left. And he's just been everywhere. And there's a flashpoint here. Bayala's gone down. I think it's part of the time wasting, to be honest with you. Ladouani, he's been a bit hands-on. You know, it's been a bit hands-on with a lot of players. Yeah, that there was no need for that, but that's time wasting. There's 2 minutes to go of this. We're 2 minutes into added time at the moment. So ball over the top, and Herve Kofi is here. He keeps it. Yeah, Nguarin saying get it done. So, big up to my auntie Vivian. She's with my mum at the moment. Big up to Auntie Vivian. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. And Ben Said's got the ball now for Tunisia. It's a minute and a half to go for Burkina Faso to see themselves through to the semi-final. But Tunisia could respond. They don't want to lose this late like how they did against Gabon. Burkina Faso, they lost the late goal. The cross in, and Herve Kofi is down with the ball. He gathers, he collects, eats up more precious seconds. you can see the support between the Cameroonians who have come out to support, along with the Burkina Faso fans. They're happy to see their West African brothers come through this game, but is it going to be enough? There's 30 seconds left to go. It's Toure. And a free kick, another free kick. And the referee has blown the whistle. The referee's blown the whistle like 20 seconds early. That is so funny. The referee has blown the whistle early. And it's full time, people. It's full time here. Burkina Faso have made it through to the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations. They will be awaiting the winner of Senegal versus Equatorial Guinea on that side of the draw. So they'll be awaiting the winner of that in the semi-finals. The Tunisian fans, the Tunisian players cannot believe that they have gone out of the competition at this stage. But in all honesty, I mean, it was a great effort from Tunisia in that second half. At least 25 minutes of just sustained pressure by the team to try and get back into the game. But unfortunately, they weren't able to do so. What an effort in the second half from the Burkina Faso players. You can see it as well. The joy from their fans and their players on the field. They've been able to get through to this semi-final, and it's another big one for them. I mean, as I said, they've done it before. They've been to a semi-final. They've been to a final before. Could it be there? Yeah, it could be. You know, they're going to face one of these, one of Senegal and Equatorial Guinea. I think, in all honesty, they've got enough to beat both of those sides. If you look at, you know, apart from, you know, the danger of Mane, I know that Ismaila Sarr is back for, he's recovering and he's well. That might add a different dimension. We'll see tomorrow for Senegal. But the way this team, their spirit, how hard they work for each other, you know, if they can just learn how to finish games, they could be very, very good. They could be very, very good. Tunisia go home, been a very inconsistent team throughout the tournament, to be fair, so far, you know, and today it's shown, you know, they put in a good performance against Mauritania, but then ended up, losing, beating Nigeria, but with a very kind of pragmatic performance, beating, losing to Gambia as well last minute, you know. So, yeah, for them, it was their time to go home, and they weren't going to be one of the favorites to win this competition. We've seen better sides in African Cup of Nations as well for Tunisia, but yeah, that is crazy. Let me get into some comments. Big up my guy Richie say that has Auntie Vivian subscribed to you though? It's an important question. Yeah, I hope she has. Or we need them subscribers up. That's what we need to do. Yeah, Guarin early whistle. Yeah, early whistle, man. 20 seconds earlier. Yeah, a few seconds early. Two Group 8 teams in the semis. Yeah, Cameroon and Burkina Faso now are in the semi-finals. Big up Manuel for that comment, that stat there. AKA Senegal. Yeah, that game. Yeah, we already know what happened in that game. Drizzy saying Tunisia could piss off. Burkina Faso through. Yeah, he blew the whistle early. The refs don't like Tunisia at all. My auntie Vivian has subscribed, so that's been confirmed. And yeah, that Red Hearts kid was playing great with Tara. Yeah, it was a good game, full of drama. We had a couple of VAR checks, a sending off, obviously. Towards the end, with Tara, the goal scorer, getting sent off. Yeah, big up my auntie Vivian as well. But yeah, it's been a good game. Today's been a good day. Burkina Faso through to the the semi-final. The semi-final, they could potentially play Senegal or Equatorial Guinea. Whew. The team I wanted to win have won. We've got another West African nation into the semi-finals. We're waiting for one more, potentially in Senegal tomorrow, but we'll see, or Equatorial Guinea, because they're both West. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But people, I want you guys to enjoy your weekends. I'm enjoying mine from now here. And we're going to be back tomorrow. Rich will be back in here. Maybe CM as well. Rich will be back in here tomorrow. We'll be watching Egypt versus Morocco, and then in the afternoon, and then in the evening we'll be doing the Senegal versus Equatorial Guinea game. But let me get into some more comments before I wrap this up for real. Right. Yeah, Recruiter Beck saying, you see my smiling face. Look, I wanted Burkina Faso to win. They've won tonight, so I'm happy with that. Super Nick saying it's a result. Where's Dango playing at? I don't know. I can just double check real quick to know where he's playing, because he looks like a player himself. Let me just double check. He plays for Lorient in France. Burkina Faso are going to the World Cup in 2026. Yeah, nah, they played well today. I think they could potentially go. We'll see. We'll see how they go. Obviously, with the 9 places for the African teams, they have an opportunity to try and get into a World Cup for the first time for themselves. What do I think about Hannibal? Potential. We'll see what will happen with Hannibal in terms of his development. Apparently, he's going to be coming back into the first team fold under Ranić, because now they're out. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. You still have one more game, the Kings versus the Sixers. Sixers should be able to win that game, I think, today. But yeah, check that game out. Should be good. I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to spend time with the missus, because I'll be doing a lot of this, and it's time to do missus stuff with her. Do you know what I mean? We're going to enjoy the rest of the evening. Guarin saying, appreciate the streams. Big up yourself. I appreciate that. And yes, tomorrow I'll make sure I schedule that up tonight, maybe, or a little bit later on today. We'll see what happens. I'll just make sure it gets done. But yeah, Egypt, Morocco tomorrow at 4 should be interesting. And Tunisia have a bad record against Burkina Faso. They've lost 3 quarterfinals to them. Wow. Interesting. And yeah, Rich, my auntie's gonna subscribe to your channel, so at least one more subscriber tonight. Yes, and do what Super Nick says here. Please remember to like up the live, comment, share, and subscribe. Do that, people. Like before you leave, people. NN saying that Joel Embiid 30 points guarantee. Yeah, it should be hopefully. But people, yes, I'll be back tomorrow. Myself, Rich, probably CM will be back in here as well. But he'll definitely be back next week anyway still, so we'll see him around. But yeah, as Super Nick has said before, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit that notification bell, share this out with your friends, your family. Make sure you hit the socials as well. Burkina Faso through to the semi-finals with the 1-0 win against Tunisia. What a game. I enjoyed that so much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are out, people. Peace.